clever, yeah.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Yeah! And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. 6 the Eagles, 6 Buffalo 18.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Ready, break. Down.
Now, faking the give. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now give on the ground. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. To the left side, he finds Brown. And he'll be taken down. But we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. And motion, it's Golden.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Mitchell, no place to run there. Good job by McGee to stop him at the 2.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
The RPO, that one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
2nd and inches.
Ready, ready.
A run here with the rookie from Washington. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Come on, come on.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Okay, ready?
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Let's go.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. Had it by plenty, too. Keeping the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Go, go.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for an Eagles first down.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Go! Ready?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Shot 19. Charge. Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jahan Campbell.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Tight. 19 tight. Ready? 19 low. Panther 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
60 Eagles, 60.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. His pass complete to Jalen Noel. To the goal line and in. Jalen Noel. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
drive will start on the ground. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On the double.
3rd and inches.
60 Maverick. Come on.
They'll look to throw. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Let's go now. 19.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Ready.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Quick go. Cougar 19.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Packers first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they needed, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
And everyone in the stadium knew where the ball was going, and it didn't matter. And we see so often these 3rd and 4th and short situations. There's such good opportunities to generate chunk plays, Mike, because you think how many bodies are up at or near the line of scrimmage, and it's exactly the case here. Keeps the drive alive. Nice job.
Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's drag him 60.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
19 tight. 19 tight.
the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Hunt.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates. Ready? Mustang 19-6.
Back to throw. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That was good for 29.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
Now a run on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. Downfield on the crossing route. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Packers. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
His kick is good. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Javon Bullard, there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Come on, come on.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Come back, kid. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60.
Open man, left side. He's got it. 20-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Ready, break. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one complete to Jordan. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He's got room pass now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, give them the ball, pick up the first down.
He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Knowles. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half-dozen for the year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. This returnable from the 4. Uh-oh. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Flag! Here we go! 19 Tiger! Go!
Up the middle they go. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here we go, stretch!
Right back to him on first down. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Viking 18! 60 Maverick!
Now this time they'll look to throw. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
79 Broncos!
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll go with a counter on first down. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. on the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Okay, check mash, check mash. Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Ready? Tackle 80.
Now give up the middle. And I don't think he got that wrapped up in the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
That's down the field and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Let's go. 6.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Here's a give, left side, that's Sampson. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
3rd down and 3.
19. Curve 19. Here we go. Set. Viking 18. 65 cat. 65 cat. Ready, ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one is caught by Reed. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
33-yard line.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Shut up! 70 Lions! Let go!
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
19 tight! 19 tight!
He'll look to throw. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
A gain of 12.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
Go!
On the jet sweep, here comes Smith. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get through.
It is a big play for the Eagles. 36 yards.
That right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
On first down, right back to Sampson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Ready?
We're trying to pick this one up with Martinez. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Drop 50! 79 Broncos! Cougar 19!
Now they'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Kraft. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
That's all 80!
That's good for Packers. First down.
That's all 80!
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That pickup good for 29 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
He's got it at the 7, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
Here we go, here we go!
They'll look to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point, up and good. And the Packers are able to edge a bit closer.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready, ready!
This drive will begin with a run, and here's Martinez. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go now! 70 Timberwolves! Let's go!
Another run with Martinez. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
Eagles tackle at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 8.
Ready? Hey, check that, check that. 19, ready?
On third down, here's Martinez. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Tackle at the 32-yard line. A gain of
Here comes
6
the
yards.
Eagles punt team.
It's 4th down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Crazy. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Check, check. Check. Past the 60, past the 60.
Drive will start on the ground. The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Second down, they need 7.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The extra point is good. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit.
Packers 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Start this on the ground with Martinez. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's now 2nd and 6.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago. They respond with a much better overall performance, and they call